So these are the items that you need to create this bench. This is going to be the bench top. It is 3 inches thick of white oak, and this is about 13.5 inches thick. Now we have a sawmill and we cut this up on our sawmill. If you don't have access to your own sawmill, then you can go to pretty much any local sawyer and they can cut you up something like this really inexpensively. The next thing on the list is a treated 6x6 post, 8 foot long. Now we're going to split this in half and each one will be one leg of the bench. The third thing on the list is Fast 2K. Now Fast 2K is a way to anchor your post in the ground like where we're at. We're out in the woods. We don't want to bring water, concrete, all those other things. And there's a lot of benefits to using Fast 2K. So the benefits of Fast 2K are multiple. First off, it encapsulates the wood and keeps water and oxygen from getting to the wood and allowing it to rot. Microbes are actually how the rotting of wood start. Microbes get in the wood and just start eating away. Well, in the past, we would, companies would put formaldehyde and creosote in the post, and that would keep the little microbes from having a food source. Well, it also turns out that's very bad for the environment. It actually leaches down into the ground and into the water supply. When we mix the two parts of Fast 2K together, they go through a process which is immediate and they become inert. There is no side effects to Fast 2K in the environment. They've done tons of studies on Fast 2K and it's environmentally safe. We're stewards in our forest, and being environmentally friendly to our woods is very important to us. So some of the other tools that we're going to need are a square, a level, a little chainsaw, or some sort of saw. We have this little grinder wheel. It's made to take off edges with wood. Pick that up at Harbor Freight. That's a pretty neat little deal. An impact driver and some GRK screws. Let's get this little job started. We're going to use the posto digger on the back of our tractor. And if you don't have access to a posto digger on the back of your tractor, then you can pick up a pair of manual posto diggers that are relatively inexpensive at any one of your box stores. We're using our TYM T474, which is our perfect size little woods tractor. It's heavy enough to really get the job done, but it's small enough to get around. The last thing we're going to use is some safety glasses. So we have this old cedar tree that's out in the woods that's dead. We're going to cut this off, and we'll probably put this in the ground beside the bench with Fast 2K. And we're going to use these little limbs sticking off to hang a lamp or some lights or something. We're going to make this look good.
Merlin.
So this is Merlin, our cat. He is a new member of Tony's Tractor Adventure and Gizmo's bestest buddy. I always need an extra supervisor. Okay, let's get him walking. Be nice. So this is our goal. The bench is going to go right here, and it's going to kind of go catty corner to the road. We have a trail behind you. We'll show you. We have a trail going back and forth this way, and then there's a trail going up this way up the hill. So we're going to take this bench and kind of catty corner it, so when you're sitting on the bench, you can look down this road and you can look down the other trail. Gizmo is laying down with his little kitten friend. So I think Gizmo has adopted a cat. Our bench overall length is about 5 foot. We're going to trim that down a little bit. So we want to put our post about 3 foot apart. We'll take this, put 5 foot across, and then we'll kind of lay it the way it's going to go. So we'll put a post here at the 4 foot mark and at the 1 foot mark. And these are where we'll dig our trenches. Leave those markers there. Use what you got in the woods. going to cut this thing in half. So we're going to use a little post level to level our post. It's very important to know what your freeze level is. If you don't get your post below the freeze level, then during the winter when it freezes, it can heave your post out of the ground. Ours is, we consider ours as the 16, which is very unlikely. However, we went 28 inches down just to be on the safe side. So we're going to pop the seal on the Fast 2K. You just pull and the seal pops apart. Then you're going to do what they call the shoe shine method. That's where you're just going to rotate back and forth over a solid surface, something like this, and you're going to move the two parts of the Fast 2K together. So this process is about 30 seconds. You'll start feeling the product, start feeling the Fast 2K bag warm up just a little bit. You know that means the two parts are activating. I pull the product down and then I just take and tear it. Be careful not to get this on you. It is sticky. So we're going to go ahead and pour it in. You have, the post is pretty much almost level. Now I'm trying to pour this around the post a little bit so that it'll rise up and touch the outer edge. And what that does, it'll seal the post, encapsulating it from water. I'm also a little bit probably overkill. I put more than what's required in each bag or each hole. I want it to come just above the surface so that whenever it does come to the top and seals the wood up really well. I also love this about Fast 2K. This is the cleanup procedure right here. I find it mesmerizing to watch the foam rise. This stuff is amazing strong. It's quick. There's no cleanup. And like I said, you can start building on it 30 minutes later.
You gonna get up, Gizmo? Come on. You're gonna have to get up. Come on, Daddy, gotta go work. Come on, get up. Come here.
Through the magic of video, these are in the ground and ready to build. This literally took us about an hour to do because we had to let the Fast 2K set up for 30 minutes. But as you can see now, it is rock solid. So once you get the post in the ground, we got to kind of determine how high you want the bench off the ground, which is a lot harder outside than it is, say, a house. If you build a chair in a house, you know how far the floor is because it's level. Well, in this environment, nothing's level. So I believe that we're going to look at probably about, we'll probably go 16 to 18 inches up, and then we'll just go with 18, and then we'll, after we cut it off, we'll lay the bench up, set on it, see how it feels, and then go from there. So we're going to use a level here. We'll mark it on this side and get the bubble in the right place, and that'll give us a good place here and also over here. Then we can put the square on it and go from there. All right, so we'll go ahead and get this as good as we can. Everything out here is not rocket science, but we want it to look good. Okay, I believe we're ready to cut it off. It'll be one of those benches at this height that is kind of like the chairs you want your visitor to sit in your house, so it's not really comfortable, so they leave quicker. Oh. Get up here. You don't get up here. It's too high because Gizmo can't get up here.
I say cut it off some more.
About how much? 2 more inches? About that much more?
Yeah, with this.
4? That much?
I mean, you can. When you're right here, it's fine, but you want to kind of touch the ground a little bit.
We both tried it out, and we think it's still a little high, so we're going to probably take about another. I'm going to go ahead and go 2 inches down. I think 2 inches will be better. That way, if we have some young kids here, they won't have a hard time getting up here. It's a little bit high on this end, but I'm gonna leave it.
That's good.
Keeps water run off of it. I think I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in like this or.
I would leave it.
I don't know. It's kind of sharp back here. I gotta bring another screw out too. I think we'll get enough, especially in winter, I think we'll get enough solar to have a little solar light hanging out here.